Coming up on Cedar Valley today, Wartburg sees a drop in enrollment. The senior Wartburg cross-country runner is running into a leadership role. Wartburg knightcallers are gearing up for their annual phone-a-thon. This is Cedar Valley Today. Wartburg's enrollment numbers have decreased within the last school year. Wartburg's fall term 2016 headcount total is 1,482 students. This includes 479 students. The number of new students last year totaled 407. Total headcount last year, however, was 1,537 students. Todd Coleman, Assistant Vice President for Admissions, says students use many factors when choosing a college or university. Coleman says students look at the academic programs, the finances, the distance away from home, and much more. Wartburg's admissions department uses multiple ways to get students excited about coming to Wartburg.
We certainly have done some advertising of commercials and things, television in certain cities, radio, some print advertising. So it's just a variety of different mediums that we try to use.
Coleman says that other departments help to contribute in the publicity process of getting enrollment increased. Herbert Quayle will speak on the history of the harmonica and its influence on the African-American blues culture at Wartburg College. Quayle is the Consul General of the Federal Republic of Germany in Chicago. He will speak today at the 2016 Kleinfeld Lecture. The free event begins at 4:30 in the McCaskey Lyceum. Night callers are hard at work as they train for the fall phone-a-thon. The group has changed in its format in the last year. Director of Annual Giving Jeff Keene and Night Caller Program Manager Drew Mick have fostered the change. The group calls parents, friends of the college, and alumni to give information about Wartburg's annual fund. The fund supports various areas of the college. Those areas include scholarships, technology, and clubs and organizations.
It's important that that's a kind of a two-way street, a good relationship between the college and the people that care about the college. If you're a student here, you went here for 4 years, you're now an alum. This is a place that's very special to you, so we want to really kind of build rapport and foster that relationship.
The Wartburg cross-country team is off to a great start this year. A big part of the women's cross-country team's success has been top runner Dakota. Tyler French caught up with the senior cross-country star for more.
This week's Wartburg Night Vision Spotlight is on Dakota, a senior on the cross-country team, who says she came to Wartburg for a very select couple of reasons.
Just the team atmosphere. When I visited here, everyone was so energetic and willing to accept me onto the team and prove to me that I was going to get better here and show me that. And other schools didn't really have that positive energy going into it.
Tell is a fitness management major who is a part of both the women's cross-country team and women's track and field team. Two teams that are both nationally recognized for their talent every year. Something that, according to Tell, makes the experience that much more worth it.
You can tell there's a different kind of attitude on the team. Everyone loves to run. Everyone loves to come to practice. Everyone's willing to work hard. It's amazing, actually, having our hard work pay off and getting nationally recognized for it.
Tell was a national qualifier cross-country in 2014, and she says that it's a completely different animal than the regular season.
It's definitely a more serious tone, but the experience is awesome, going and getting to travel and going against, the top teams in the nation. It's something unreal.
Although only a month into her senior year, Tell has already set plans for what she wants to do after graduation.
I want to get a grad assistant position somewhere and start coaching while getting my master's. So I don't know where yet, but I'm going to be hopefully doing that.
This has been the Player Spotlight on senior Dakota Tell. Reporting for Night Vision, I'm Tyler French.
The UW Oshkosh next Saturday. The Knights are currently ranked number 33 in the country. The Wartburg Ultimate Frisbee team will host its annual hat tournament on Sunday. The event is open to everyone and is free. No prior playing experience required. There will be students coaching and playing along. Registration happens at the tournament, and teams will be split up according to playing experience. After the break, a tip led to one man's arrest.
Start a story. Adopt at theshelterpetproject.org.
Police and sheriffs are practicing using night shooting. Over the last couple of days, the Bremer County Sheriff's Office conducted night handgun qualifications. This consists of deputies shooting at different yardages using various levels of lighting. Sheriffs shot in low light, no light, using a flashlight, and just emergency lighting. On September 14th, the Waterloo Police Department and Cedar Valley Crime Stoppers asked for the public's help. They needed help in identifying some males in reference to an assault at Quick Stop 3, 1104 Washington Street. Thanks to a tip, one of the males was identified. On October 5th, Manokalani Po Jesus Leonifuk Ani was placed under arrest for willful injury. A criminal charge is merely an accusation. All defendants are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Next, we'll take a look at what's trending in the Cedar Valley. Stick around. Here's what's trending in the Cedar Valley. The Waterloo Blackhawks hockey team will be having their home season opener tomorrow night at 7 p.m. The theme for the night is Pokemon Go. You can get your tickets at Young Arena between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. Well, tonight is a big night for Waverly Shell Rock football. It's youth night at WSR. The area youth flag and tackle football teams will be announced between quarters of the game, and the cheerleaders will be hosting a cheer clinic with elementary school kids between the freshman and varsity games. The youth night event begins at 6:30, and the GoHawks will take on number 1 ranked Cedar Rapids Xavier at home tonight. Kickoff is at 7:30. Well, after much anticipation, we now know what the theme of this year's Outfly is. Student Senate released a video on Facebook yesterday revealing the theme to be a vacation to Outfly Island. So get your luau shirts and surfboards ready now, because out flies tomorrow. Next, we'll take a look at your local weather.
Son, tell him that I've begun to dream of things to come, and tell the trees not to look for me. I'm going to find some peace of mind. Wake the sun. Wake the sun, wake the sun, wake the sun.
Hurricane Matthew continues to cause destruction. From Florida to the Carolinas, officials are warning people to get to safety as a huge and menacing Hurricane Matthew turns along the east coast. The storm has already been blamed for the deaths of hundreds of people in the Caribbean. Diane Gallagher is in Jacksonville with this report.
The massive storm moving up Florida's east coast, bringing with it heavy rain and more than 100-mile-per-hour winds.
It's here. It's absolutely here.
Officials saying the effects of Matthew will be unlike any hurricane in decades, and that some places may become, quote, uninhabitable for weeks or months.
We're already starting to see the impacts, and it's a monster. Again, our number one priority is protecting every life in this state.
Power lines are down across the state, hundreds of thousands without power, but despite repeated calls to evacuate and predictions of a devastating storm surge.
11 feet of storm surge. So in your house, if you're close, you could have the storm surge and waves over your roof.
Some people say they are staying put.
We're all scared. We all think that we're going to be okay, but nobody knows.
Well, I've been through all the storms here growing up, so this is just another one.
In Jacksonville, Florida, I'm Diane Gallagher.
In preparation for the approaching Hurricane Matthew, even Disney's shutting down. All Disney properties closed their doors yesterday and today in Orlando. This includes theme parks, water parks, Disney Springs, and ESPN Wild World Sports Complex. President Barack Obama has declared an emergency in the state of Florida, and he has ordered federal aid to supplement the state, tribal, and local response efforts to Hurricane Matthew. Well, Hurricane Matthew weakened to a Category 3 storm overnight, but it's still packing quite a punch. The storm's eye wall was within a few miles of the central Florida coast by early Friday morning, and it brought heavy rain to some areas and powerful winds to others. The maximum sustained winds were at 120 miles per hour. The storm is still considered a major hurricane. Officials said today that upwards of 300,000 Florida customers were without power. The National Weather Service says some homes and buildings in Central Florida or along the coast could be devastated. New pictures from Haiti show the destruction and devastation from Hurricane Matthew. Over 260 people were killed in the storm. That number is expected to rise. A United Nations official in Haiti says Hurricane Matthew is the country's worst humanitarian disaster since the earthquake in 2010. Southern Haiti was hit especially hard. The southern part of the country is now cut off from humanitarian aid because of the collapsed bridge. We'll be right back after this. You now have a way to send super secret texts on Facebook. It's called Secret Conversations and is featured on the Facebook's Messenger app. The company says the texts are encrypted on the devices that they're sent from and received. This means if you're chatting in secret mode on a specific smartphone, you won't see previous messages on your desktop. The conversation is deleted after a time that you determine, and Facebook says that it and the government won't have access to the text to use the new feature. Tap the new conversation icon in the top right and then hit the word secret. Well, here's a quick rundown of today's top stories. Wartburg enrollment has decreased from last year. The cross-country team gains new leadership in Dakota, and the knightcallers are making some changes to their program and preparing for their phone-a-thon. Thanks for watching Cedar Valley Today. Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter for more Cedar Valley content. Have a great day, Cedar Valley.